Welcome back, everyone. Today we're gonna talk about Genesis 5, verse 3. And Adam lived 130 years, and begot a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. The first phrase we have Adam lived 130 years, years of separation. The Zohar teaches that these 130 years were a time of brokenness. After the sin in Eden and Abel's death, Adam separated himself from Eve in grief and guilt. During this period, he emitted wasted seed, which produced destructive spiritual entities, spirits, and harmful forces. This means that Adam's misuse of creative energy while disconnected from his true partner brought imbalance into the world. His reunion with Eve after 130 years marked a restoration of proper union. The Midrash agrees. Adam abstained from intimacy with Eve until he was reconciled with his destiny. Only after 130 years did he father Seth, the true continuation of the righteous line. The next phrase we have, and begot a son in his own likeness, after his image. Restoration of the divine pattern. This phrase is crucial. It is not said of Cain or Abel that they were in his likeness. Why? Because Cain inherited the other side. The corruption mixed into him through the serpent's intrusion. Abel, though pure, was cut off before fulfilling his line. Only Seth carried Adam's full spiritual likeness, mirroring the divine image as originally intended. Through him, Adam's lost light was restored, and the lineage of righteousness continued. The Midrash says, Seth's birth represents a replanting, just as a gardener replants a new tree after the first is ruined. So Seth was planted as Adam's true heir, in contrast to Cain's corrupted line. The next phrase we have, and called his name Seth, the foundation stone. The name Seth comes from the root shat, meaning foundation or to place or establish. Seth was the spiritual foundation stone upon which the generations of the righteous would stand. The Zohar links him to the Sephirah of Yesod, foundation, the channel through which life and blessing flow. The Midrash connects Seth's name with Eve's declaration, God has appointed me another seed instead of Abel. This was referenced in Genesis 4, verse 25. Seth thus represents divine compensation, the balancing of cosmic scales. The Kabbalistic symbol behind the verse, from waste to foundation. Adam's 130 years symbolize the danger of misdirected creative power. Life force not aligned with divine will gives rise to chaotic forces. But the birth of Seth shows that when energy is channeled correctly, it becomes a foundation for holiness. Thus, Cain becomes distortion. Abel represents purity, but cut short. Seth represents balance and restoration. To summarize, Genesis 5 verse 3 describes Seth's birth, but in the Zohar and Midrash, it is about restoring the divine image after years of brokenness. The lesson from the verse: Seth represents the restoration of Adam's divine image. Through him, humanity's righteous line was re-established, teaching that even after long years of error, true alignment can restore the foundation of holiness. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.